upload it on our YouTube. Thank you very much. So we are recording so that we can be able to share this information, and also you can share this information with your loved ones. But we invite you to join our YouTube channel, our YouTube family. Go and subscribe and go and see what we have talked about in the previous webinars and any other item that we could have talked about. Our website is called, our YouTube is called Institute of Functional and Naturopathic Health Practice, IFNHP. We are also on Facebook, on TikTok as IFNHP, where we share the detail, we share any information that is ongoing. Before I continue much, I want to also officially invite you to our farm tour. We talk about nutraceuticals. We'll talk about nutraceuticals during the webinars. But if you're interacting with us, our sister company, our mother company is called Rejuvenating Nature's Beam. And at R&B, we talk about herbal teas, we talk about natural organic food and food products that will be able to help us boost our immune system, that will be able to help us with skin care, that will be able to help us live a healthier lifestyle. So in my conversation, I will mention the name R&B. If you're not familiar with R&B, R&B is our mother company, and we have products, cosmetic products that I'll talk about. We have nutraceuticals, or the herbal teas, the foods that will help you in boosting and nourishing your body. So when I'll be referring to R&B, I'll be referring to the foods that are there. So every once in 3 months, IFNHP hosts a farm tour so that we can go to the farm and you get to physically interact with these foods when they are in the farm. Because what you find in our shops is dried and packaged. So when we invite you for a farm tour, we want you to come and interact with nature. And on 24th, is it 24th or 25th? We will share the details. Grace is 25th.
24th of April.
On 24th, yes, on 24th of April, we open the day for you to come and join us for the farm tour. The farm tour is, there are those people who are studying, who are currently doing the course of the course at the institute. They will join us. But if you would want to join us on that farm tour, you also talk to us and we will be able to give you details on how you can join us on our farm tour that we host once in every 3 months. When we go for the farm tour, we interact with the foods, we harvest the foods, we cook the food, and we eat together. We also get to interact with other naturopaths, and we get to reconnect with nature. So karibuni sana. The last thing I will want to share with you is that the Institute of Functional and Naturopathic Health Practice, which is hosting us, we run a 12 weeks virtual program. The 12 weeks virtual program helps and equips you to live as a naturopathic and functional healthy life ambassador. We equip you to be an ambassador. We certify you to be an ambassador who can be vocal about naturopathy and functional ways of life. And we invite you to come and join us. The 12 weeks are done virtually. You attend classes virtually, and then at the end of it all, you will be certified, and you can be able to represent us, represent naturopathy and functional ways of life. Cohort 1 2026 is ongoing. We are almost about to conclude, and we are already recruiting for cohort 2. If you'd want to join our classes to learn more about naturopathy and functional ways of life, our systems are open. You can text, you can go to our website, www.ifnhp.com. Or you can text the phone number +254 750 621563. Just text and say, I would want to join the next cohort, and we'll give you the details of the next cohort. You'll be given the tuition fee, you'll be given how the training goes. And among us are some of the graduates who have already gone through the process. The institute, I founded the institute. I'm the founder of the institute. And though it was not out there in the public, I actually started in 2017. The curriculum was done, the first draft of the curriculum, I did it in 2017. Our first class and the first graduates came in 2022. So since then, we have been taking these classes, and we have quite a number of graduates that we are very proud of. Most of them have chosen to do social entrepreneurship. Others are practicing functional medicine doctors, functional medicine practitioners. Others are, I think last year was one of the most exciting when we were able to receive even the clergy studying the course so that they can take this to the church. We had the people in the conventional treatment took the course so that they can take this to the conventional treatment. We've had engineers and all sorts of people in aviation and all. So it is not limited to any career, any profession. What you do is after the 12 weeks, you will be able to live as an ambassador. And those are the updates that I have started the session with. And today's session is about the natural ways that we can be able to have a healthy skin, glowing skin. I wish I'm sure you can be able to see my face, my skin. I pride to be an ambassador because when I meet someone, the first thing they notice about me is my skin. I'll tell you some few secrets. My skin is even. The way my face looks is the way my neck looks, is the way my hands, is the way my feet look like. So my skin is very even. My skin is as a result of what I feed the skin. And I believe so that this session, I'm not just sharing as a health coach. I'm sharing as an ambassador, as someone who actually lives. Most of the things that I will teach today are the things that I have learned over the time. I have practiced as a health coach for the last 13 years. And I'll tell you, it has not been easy, but I've seen the fruits of living and walking the talk. So I'm here to share with you my personal experience, but also the lessons that I have learned along the way. And the first question we need to answer, why would we take time? Why would we take a whole 1 hour to talk about the skin? Why is the skin important? What is the importance of the skin? Most people, when you're talking about skincare, people think of this part, just your face. And men, I'm very curious how many men we have in the house, because most men think skincare conversation is about women. And women think that skincare conversation is about the face and how it looks. But from today's lesson, I want us to remember that the skin is the biggest body organ that you have as a human being. The biggest organ that I have that is covering the entire skeletal part of me. The skin is covering the muscles, is covering me. So even the scalp is a part of your skin. Even the sole of your feet, we will talk about it as a part of your skin. And so the skin is very important to talk about because it tells the story of how your inside looks like. When someone is struggling with skin problems, the first place to look at should not be the skin, because the outside is a reflection of what is happening on the inside. And if you want to have a healthy outside, it means you have to have a healthier inside. By inside, I mean that your gut health will determine the quality of your skin. It breaks my heart when I see someone struggling with dandruff and they assume that the problem is on the scalp. The problem is only showing on the scalp, but the best remedy for the dandruff is to heal the gut. How do you do that? You have to balance the gut, because the gut carries different bacteria, the good and the bad bacteria. We have many bacteria. Yesterday we had a class and I was sharing with them. I was telling them I was very mesmerized the day I learned that a human being has more live bacteria than the body cells that we carry. when I first read that, I think I first read it from Dr. Lisa Mosconi, the one who has done the book called The Brain Food. She's a brain surgeon and one of the naturopathic and functional medical doctors. So when I read about it, I thought she had made a mistake. So I went and looked for more literature, and I confirmed that indeed we have so many bacteria. And the simplest and the layman's language that I can use to explain is how every night or every time you sleep, when you wake up, your mouth is not fresh and you feel the need to brush your teeth because the amount of bacteria in your mouth, they estimate, the scientists who have studied, they estimate it to be around 3 million just in the mouth. And so the mouth carries so many bacteria. Now imagine if that is the mouth and the only function that happens in terms of digestion in the mouth is chewing and breaking the food down. Now imagine the gut from where the mouth is until where the long call will come out. The digestion and the absorption process requires a lot of acid, a lot of bacteria, a variety of bacteria, a variety of fungal, a variety of protozoas, a variety of these things that God created us and helped us to have a healthier immune system. Now, if we don't have a balance of the bacteria, of the protozoas, of the fungal, the body will always try to tell us to do something. And one of the first things that it will do, it will tell the skin that is on the outside to tell you. Because remember, our bodies are always talking to us. And so we need to make friends with our bodies. If you're not a friend of body, you will never know what is happening. You will always trust Carol, the health coach, or you will trust the doctors more than you even listen to your own body. Before you go, you need to sit down and internalize, discuss it within yourself and understood where could this problem be coming from. So that even when you are misdiagnosed or when you are muted, then it means that you can tell the doctor, no, that is not exactly what I'm feeling. No, this is what, so that even you can prevent the some of those that we get. So the skin is the biggest body organ. That's the first thing. Number two, it is a reflection of what it is. Literally, it's like the signposts. Yes, you see, when you have, like, for example, where I am, I was on the road, so I had to stop so that I can prepare for this session. So I've had to stop and sit somewhere very, very calm and be able to do this. But before I came in where I am, I learned where the name of this place by the posts that I saw. So your skin is the signpost of what's happening in your body. And so if your skin has pimples, skin eczema, psoriasis, acne, it is a sign that something is amiss on the inside. So the problem is usually not on the skin. That is the second thing to note. Number three, the skin as God created it is the biggest and the most, I was about to say the most efficient, but I would have lied if I said efficient. I'm looking for a better word, for another word. The most sure form of detoxifying organ that you have. Like, it is a detoxifying organ. It takes in and takes out. That is why we have remember the high school. You remember biology was my favorite subject, so that is why anatomy was me. Remember, we used to draw the skin. I think it was from 3 or from 4 when we did this. It could be explained to how the hair follicles grow, the bean, how there's blood vessels, how the lymphatic system is. If you remember that biology, and if you can't remember, that is why we have smartphones. And if you don't really remember, you can also come to our webinar, to our website, to our WhatsApp group, or the webinar members, and you can ask and I'll send you that diagram. The skin has pores to let through nutrients and also has pores to let out toxins. The skin has pores to let out the hair follicles. The hair follicles protect you from weather, from the harsh weather. Like for example, when it's cold, you will notice that the hair follicles will stand when you're scared. Like the skin is the pathway, highway, is the super expressway into our bodies. That is why we honor and we have taken a whole session to talk about the skin. So the skin, like for example, allow me to now share about, I've talked about the scalp. Now let me talk about the soul of the foot. And most of you know Dr. Hamisi. He's called Ali. He's a Kenyan doctor who walks barefoot. He's a barefoot doctor. He's one of my friends and one of those people I admire because he is very, very confident about talking about barefoot. If we have walked through this journey, you know I am also a serious ambassador of walking barefoot and helping your body to reconnect with the world, with the earth. Those people who have studied electrical engineering or something, they know something called the live wire, the earth wire, the one that connects. Why, if the electricity needs the earth wire, why is it that we human beings, we don't know that we also need the earth wire? I'll use my personal example. I've been traveling, and when you travel, sometimes you go to different weathers, different foods, and I was feeling my body is destabilized. And where I was, I had no access to soil and then the natural grass. So yesterday, I took time. I was feeling my body was so imbalanced. I was having pain. Whenever you know that your body is not okay, you will have unexplained pains. I was feeling fatigued, and I knew the earth why I needed to reconnect with the earth. I knew I was not sick. So instead of taking medication, I took time and I looked for a space that had plain soil or back glass, the kokoto. Kokoto, for those, what are they called? Maybe for lack of word, we'll call it pebbles, but not the pebbles from
Gravel.
Yes, thank you so much. Gravel. So I had to look for time because I was having these pains, and when I walked, and luckily for me, it rained. So I was walking barefoot on the soil, on the grass, being rained on. And I'm not exaggerating anything. I'll tell you for free that after I did that exercise, my body balanced itself and the pains were gone. Where were the pains? The first pain I was feeling was like the sole of my foot, that part that does not step down. It was very stiff. I could feel it was very stiff. Where the sciatic is, I could feel it was not normal. My shoulder, I was just feeling So instead of taking medication, reconnected with earth. I just connected my sole of my foot. And so I want you to encourage yourself. I know for those people who are in Kenya right now, the weather is very conducive. There is rain, there is that cold. So try and step on the morning dew whenever you can. And if you'd want to know more about the power and the strength of the morning dew, read about Chinese medicine. In Chinese medicine and the Asian communities, they know and they believe in the morning, even when you have a headache, they step on the grass when it is morning dew or the evening dew. But some of us, we have changed and reversed everything. When we are outside, we wear shoes. When we get to the house with tiles and all these cold floors, we now walk barefoot. So we are doing the reverse. So with the sole of your foot, has ways of penetrating nutrients into your body, and that also explains why when you come to R&B, you tell us you have joint pains, you tell us you have arthritis, you tell us you have sciatica nerve pain, you tell us you have backaches, we give you Epsom salt, we give you bicarbonate of soda, we tell you to go and soak your feet in Epsom salt mixed with bicarbonate of soda, and if you have muscle spasms and you have muscle aches, you add rosemary. So then you ask me, but Caro, how does soaking my feet in Epsom salt and bicarbonate of soda relate with my bones, relate with my muscles, relate with my joints? It is because the sole of your foot is able to help you draw the magnesium, draw the alkalinity in the water, draw the nutrients, and remove. I know I have no scientific evidence to disapprove, but I'm yet to understand how this theory of some I'll call them some practitioners, and if you have ever interacted with that treatment, you need to come and tell me how some practitioners will go and soak your feet in water and tell you that the water has taken out the toxins through your feet, and that is why the water has turned color. And I remember, I'll refer to those who are in Kenya, a time when there was a conversation about the 310 debate, and there was an expose where a certain pastor used to add hydrogen peroxide to water and soak people's feet and say the water has turned into blood and they have been delivered. Anyway, that's a by the way. What I don't understand is when you're told that you can be healed because you've put your feet in water and it turned color. I'm yet to understand that one because I know the other way around. However, I know of certain diagnostic systems that they check on your feet and on the palm of your hand to be able to know the diagnosis. That one I have interacted with, I have seen, but as a diagnostic tool. The other one, I don't know much. So that explains to you that the sole of your foot can heal you, but can also help you in getting your body balanced. So that same thing applies to the palm of your hand. It's very important to remember that the palm of your hand is also a part of your skin. When we're talking about the skin, we forget the palm and the sole of your foot. So the first thing we have agreed is that we will reconnect with Mother Earth. Step on that soil, step on that grass, step on that, go to the river and soak your feet in the river. Try ways of reconnecting with your earth wire. Let the rain come down on you. Let it rain on you. Yesterday there was the person I was with made a joke and said, "In my name is Nyambura, and Nyambura in Kikuyu means the daughter of the rain, and in Kikuyu land, people from the tribe, the clan, we had 9." I love telling stories, so please catch up. We have 9 tribes in Kikuyu community, and we are all named after the 9 daughters of Gikuyu and Mombi. One of the daughters of Gikuyu and Mombi was Nyambura. And Nyambura, there is a clan that is named after the Nyambura, and they are called Muithaga. So in the Kikuyu community, when there was no rain, or when the rains were very destructive, only a Muithaga would beg the rain to come or beg the rain to stop. And so Nyamburas, and in different communities there are different names. I know even in Luo community, if you are born during the rain season, there is a name for you. In Luya community, I know there is a name for you if you are born during the rain. So Nyambura means the daughter of the rain. And so I really get excited when it is raining, and I enjoy being rained on. One of the most weird characteristics that I have as Caro is when I hear rain, I allow it to rain on me. I step out. The first instinct tells me, go and be rained on. I also am able to reconnect with my maker, and I make my prayers when the rains are just raining on me. And I feel so good. If I have a chance to be rained on when I'm naked. It gets even better because I dance for the rain. I enjoy the rain. But someone now yesterday, my friend joked and said, "It seems you enjoy the rain because you are called Nyambura." Who knows? Maybe that's the truth, but also it's because I've seen the health benefits of being rained on. Most of us, I remember when we were growing up, used to say, you used to be told by your parent, go and be rained on so that you can grow taller. In short, they were saying, go and borrow the minerals, go and borrow the nutrients from the rain as it comes fresh from up there, from the clouds. Because we know water is life and water carries minerals. So when you are rained on, most people are scared that they'll get a flu, they'll get pneumonia, but some of us grew up in that rain and somehow we survived. But I am here to also confirm to you that if you get a flu, it is the immune system that is telling you we are at work. You should actually be thankful to that rain. So don't be scared of the rain and stop telling your children to stop going to the rain because they will get sick. Even you when you were growing up, you would go to the rain and you never got sick. Stop telling your children not to step on the soil because when you were growing up, you used to step on that soil and you really fell sick. You used to eat even that soil, but you really got sick. So let us also change that tradition of telling our children to not step on the ground, not to play with the mud, because that soil is the one that feeds the food that we eat. If you think about it, the nutrients that are in that plant came from the soil. And that's why when you poison the soil, the poison goes to the food. And the food, you feed on it, then the poison goes into your body. So when we want to bring forth healing, the first place to heal is the soil. It is not the food that we are eating. We cannot be blaming the food that we are eating when the food we are eating is from the poisoned soil. So the moment we start respecting and honoring the soil, we will get healthier foods, healthier skins, healthier guts, and all these things. That is why environment and the environment preservation is one of the most best ways to worship. If you worship God, you worship Allah, you believe in a supernatural being, the best way to worship is to honor the water, the soil, the plants. It's to honor the environment. Now, today's topic was not about that. Today was about the skin. I wanted you to understand that when we're talking about the skin, we're also talking about the palm of your hand, and we're also talking the sole of your foot. So the other parts of your skin, the skin is surrounded with mechanisms that will be able to help you go in. And that is why we ask, does what you apply on your skin really matter? Because we are busy, we are talking about nutrition, we're talking about healthy foods, we're talking about taking probiotics, we're talking about what we are feeding inside. But then what if you feed all those good things and then what you're applying on the skin doesn't matter? A very simple example. We have a gift that God gave us called the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is one of the systems that have been ignored by many. Yet it is one of the most powerful systems that God created. And in his own infinite wisdom, he placed the lymphatic system closely to the circulatory system. And if you look at the image of a lymphatic system and the circulatory system, you might even get confused. However, the lymphatic system will have the lymphatic nodes. You will notice the nodes, the two swellings. But the circulatory system doesn't have the nodes. That's a difference. Again, I will encourage you to join our WhatsApp group for webinar members so that you can be able to come there and I'll send you the photo of the lymphatic system and the circulatory system. So the lymphatic system is right next to the skin and they work closely. You know, God is just... And when I say God, if you don't call your supernatural God, your supernatural being God, don't feel limited. I am not just limiting you to my God. I'm saying the supernatural being. If you call your supernatural being Allah, is still God. You call your supernatural being whichever name, just know I'm talking about the supernatural being. The lymphatic system, it is main work. It is like it's like building a home, building a home, a very beautiful home, and you did not consider the sewerage. You did not consider the let me call it sewerage for now, but it is called what? The plumbing, that plumbing part of it. That is exactly how it is. When you have a wonderful body and you ignore the lymphatic system, you are ignoring your sewerage system. The lymphatic system was put there to help the body in excreting the toxins, the protozoas, the bacteria, and anything that is not needed, anything that needs to come out. And they work closely with the skin. The lymphatic system has lymphatic nodes. The first ones are here, the nodes are here, where at some point we say tonsillitis. They say, oh, it has an infection, I have tonsillitis. It means that those nodes have an infection. The second ones are under your armpits, right next to your breasts. They are the lymphatic nodes. Then in between the up at the last part of your thigh. And in Kikuyu we call them guy. I don't know what you call them in your community. You can share on the chat box. What do you call the lymphatic, where the lymphatic nodes are? In Kikuyu we call them guy. So in your community, what do you call them? So these are like, in my own, I remember I try to teach health and naturopathy and functional healthy lifestyle in layman's language, in the simplest language. So in my thinking, the lymphatic system is like your dustbin. When you're cooking in the kitchen, in your washrooms, you have small dustbins. When the dustbins are full, or the litter bins are full, you take them outside to a bigger bin. And then when the bigger bin is full and you live in an urban center, you have to take them out so that the city council can come and pick the bigger bin and take the trash somewhere. If you are in the village, you will for those that they can decompose, you will go and help keep them somewhere where they can decompose. The ones that they cannot decompose, you get rid of them through either burning, or I don't know how you do it. That is the same exact way that our lymphatic system works. So next to the circulatory system, the lymphatic vessels draw from the blood as it is being taken from the body to the heart. So the circulatory system takes the blood from the body to the heart, then the heart cleans, then sends it back. So when the blood is being taken by the veins, the lymphatic system draws toxins from the blood, draws toxins from anywhere, and then it flows. The toxins will keep flowing and they will be deposited in the lymphatic nodes. The lymphatic nodes are the exits or the entry points of these toxins. And so if the lymphatic node that is right next to your breast, that is on your underarm, if it is exposed to deodorants, or you call them what? Then the other name for deodorant is, before we used to call them deodorants, we used to call them roll-on. The roll-ons, yes, those ones. So if you expose your armpit, which is surrounded by so many lymph nodes, which are supposed to help bring out the toxins that are related, that have been drawn from the blood, then you go and clog your armpit with chemicals, with the products that are filled with high aluminium, high mercury, high minerals that are blocking the lymphatic system, then you will never cease from having cysts. You will never cease from having breast lumps and other lumps. You will never cease from having excess mucus in your body. And then you keep treating, wondering, why is it that I keep having the problem? And then the problem could be coming from just your underarm. So that is why it matters what you place on your underarm. Most of us apply perfumes here, which is dangerous. These are lymphatic nodes you are exposing to those perfumes, which have been created with chemicals. Again, you go and clog them. The rest of us, we go down there and we do the bikini wax and we want to apply, I don't know what, or around the area. And again, if you remember when we were younger, or even now, even as a grown-up. It doesn't happen just to the young people. If you dare have a wound, if you have an injury, and it is either between your ankle and the anywhere, your ankle or your thigh, after a few days, you will notice that the lymphatic nodes that are next up above the thigh, they will have swollen, they'll start being painful, and you will have an infection. You will go to hospital and they'll give you antibiotics. What is happening? When you have a wound or when you have an injury, the lymphatic system and the entire immunity and the entire circulatory system, everyone gathers and goes to that wound, goes to that injury to try and heal it. And so the lymphatic system draws those toxins, and they have to drain them so that the wound can get better. And if the system is too clogged, it will come to the lymphatic nodes, and it will give you signs that you need to help the system to remove the dirt, in quotes, by swelling, high inflammation. They will swell and they will be painful, so that you can get the antibiotics to help remove those toxins. But if you have an injury and your lymphatic system is clean, it knows how to do its work, the lymphatic nodes do not swell. So the next time your lymphatic nodes swell, before you take medication, you need to ask yourself, why did my lymphatic nodes swell? Women, every time you're going to shower, make sure you make friendships with your lymphatic nodes right next to your breasts. When you are showering, touch your underarm and check if they are swollen. You will notice for some women, just before their periods, during ovulation, every time it changes. For some women, it grows and becomes another breast meat that comes right next. You can tell this is not the breast. It's some nyama that grows and comes even and goes outside the bra. But then you notice that it comes, then disappears. If a woman has hormonal imbalance, the first body organ to tell her is usually the lymphatic nodes on the underarm. But we don't listen and we don't interact with our underarm. Before I know I will have a flu, or before I know I will have a viral or bacterial infection, my lymphatic system tells me. My lymph nodes start swelling. I can tell they are swollen. Maybe they are not even painful. Sometimes they are swollen and painful, then I'll know. But the first ones that tell me that I'll get a flu is my underarm. And so you will now have to make friends with your underarm, with these ones. These ones will also tell you. I really don't want to call them tonsils, because we call what we call tonsils is usually tonsillitis. It is an infection of the tonsils. So you will hear someone saying, I have tonsils. Caro, I have tonsils. No, you don't have tonsils. All of us have tonsils, unless if your mother took you to hospital and they took out the tonsils. But when they are swollen and you are sick, you have tonsillitis. When you have it, when there is an infection, and tonsillitis come when there is an accumulation of those toxins. And some of us have clogged our lymphatic system through our skin, through the things that we apply. Now, if and when you visit a cosmetic expert, you will hear them talk about apply a vitamin C oil to brighten your skin, apply vitamin E oil to manage your wrinkles, apply vitamin K. I know you have visited even R&B, and we have advised you to use rose hip, sweet almond, but then we always call them by the vitamin, just as we call the food. We talk about the anti-aging collagen cream, and collagen is a protein. Why then do we need to apply foods to our skin? Because the same way your inside needs food, it needs vitamins, it needs minerals, it needs what is it called? The vitamins. Even your skin needs the same. So your skin needs to be nourished. And the big question tonight, I'll say, I love saying the big question tonight, because there's a comedian I love watching who does comedy, and everything he says the big question tonight, and then he says, do the deed before the deed does. Anyway, that was by the way. the big question I ask you, if it's 11:25, whatever you applied in the morning or whatever you will apply in the next few minutes, do you know the exact ingredients of what you're applying? Do you know, are you aware of the percentage of the components of whatever you are applying? If something came up and you were told to eat the lotion that you apply, would you eat it? Would you eat that which that you nourish your skin with? Or do you apply something on your face because it is being advertised on TV? Do you apply something on your body because it is expensive? Because there is that notion of, if something is expensive, it is good for you. Who said that? I've watched so many women who want to go and buy, and I'm not discouraging you. If you are the kind, it is okay, you're allowed that. As Carol, I don't do that. There are women who believe that buying cosmetics from the Western community or from the high profile companies makes you have a better skin. Yes, they give you a temporary answer to your glowing skin, but then at the end of it all, the damage is bigger than. So as a choice that I made 12 years ago, if I cannot eat that which I am to apply to my skin, I don't apply it. And that applies even to my scalp. So my scalp, I feed it with black seed oil. I can drink the black seed oil. If I have a wound, I will apply the black seed oil. If I have a problem with my skin, I'll apply on my skin. So that oil, I can eat it and I can apply it. On my scalp, I apply carrot seed oil because I can drink the carrot seed oil. If my teeth I want to whiten my teeth, I will apply the carrot seed oil. If I'm going to expose my face to the sun, and I want to protect myself from sun, I apply the carrot seed oil. If I have a wound, I will apply the carrot seed oil. On my scalp, I apply the rose hip oil. The same rose hip I can apply on my face to regenerate my skin. So what I'm saying is that whatever I apply from head to toe, be it coconut oil, I think it was the day before yesterday, I was about to do a video and then I noticed I have not applied oil, and I was doing my video from the kitchen. I took olive oil from the kitchen and I applied, and my daughter looked at me like, "Mom, you apply?" And I told her, yes, olive oil I can apply to my face, I can apply to my scalp, and I can still cook with it. So if that which you're applying, you cannot take it to your kitchen, be careful. Be careful what you're doing to that skin, because you are clogging that skin. You are not nourishing that skin. And also, may we kindly run away from temporary pleasure of seeing a glow that when you stop applying whatever you apply, that your skin will not still glow. May we also run away from something that we will apply, and in the next 10 to 15 years, you will come to Carol's office, because I meet these women, I meet these men who applied something. 10, 15 years later, they are regretting every minute. For those of us who apply makeup, I say us, but I don't apply makeup out of choice. I'm not saying it is not up to me to tell you whether makeup is good or bad. It's up to you to choose. This is the advice I give to my sisters who apply makeup. Because makeup is artificial, because makeup is made of chemicals, I don't think there is makeup that is natural. I don't think there is any makeup that is natural, unless if I'm wrong. Because makeup is not natural, capitalize on using a natural cleanser, natural toner, cleanse with natural products, tone with natural products, then apply as an oil, a moisturizer that will be able to protect your skin from damage. Use a moisturizer like that is strong enough, like rose hip, like coconut oil. Use a moisturizer that is natural, that you know it is natural. It is first nourish your skin. And then when you're applying the makeup, let the makeup be a top coat. Again, I want to take you back to when you're building a house. When you're building a house, you don't apply the top coat at first. If you have ever built a house, you know that there are stages of painting. So when you are a person who does makeup, stop applying the top coat without first applying many other coats that will help your top coat look good and better. I'm shocked that these days we have men makeup that you can even swim with, waterproof, and all these inventions are good. But then the inventions come with their own consequences. So what do? Lay ground. The same way when you're planting something, you prepare the soil, you need to prepare your skin. Nourish that skin. Okay? Then apply now your makeup. For those people with this hair, you are applying chemicals. First of all, your chemical. If someone is putting chemical on your hair, again, if you already have the chemical, don't kill yourself because you already have it. So there's nothing you can do. If you are the kind that got alopecia and all the other health problems because you did chemicals, forgive yourself and move on. But if there's a way you can avoid adding chemicals, something that is put on your hair and it becomes, it burns you. If it goes to your scalp, it will burn you. Ask yourself, what am I doing to my hair? And what will be the consequences of this in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, time to come? The shampoos and conditioners, we have a variety. Are you careful about the shampoos and the conditioners that you use? So I have chosen to be self-conscious about my skin. You will always meet me wearing my glasses. If I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm always in sunglasses. My mentor and my friend, when I was 25, I asked her, why do you, if you notice Martha Karua is my mother and my friend. If you notice her, she's always wearing shades. And I asked her when I was 25, but mom, why do you always wear shades? Is it that you're proud? And she told me the first aging areas of your, as a woman, which is true, I came to know it is true. The first areas of your face that tells us you are aging is this area. And the most neglected area of your life as a woman is the eyes area. We remember the other parts. Some of us have struggled with the dark circles. Some of us have struggled with the eye bags and all these things, and we want to do all these things. But I am always wearing shades. And when I meet people, they think I wear shades because I am shy or I don't want to see the people in the public. One, I protect my energy through my eyes. I don't allow my eyes. I wear my shades to protect my energy, but I also wear my shades to protect that skin. So I'm very self-aware about this part of the skin. I will always cover my head with a cap or something if I am exposing myself to the sun. So it is not too much work to wear a hat to cover your skin, to cover your face. When I'm doing very hot areas, I will always carry my rose hip. I'll always carry my carrot seed oil. That is my sunscreen. I don't apply sunscreen because I believe Africans, we have enough melanin to protect us. So I only help my skin to be able to withstand. But Africa, we were not meant to apply sunscreen. Still don't understand why we do, unless maybe the people who have less melanin, the light skin. But if you have the beautiful melanin like the one that people from Western Kenya have, the Uganda, South Sudan, I mean, why would you need a sunscreen? And God has given you your melanin. So I said I'm sharing my personal experience. So I protect my face through, I will wear a cap when it is too hot. I will cover my eyes. My scalp, I use the organic shampoo, organic conditioner, and I've introduced this to my daughter. I use the rose water to hydrate my skin. That is my face. I also use natural oils, and I alternate the same way. I cannot eat ugali or chapati or githeri from Monday to Monday. I feed my skin accordingly. As a woman, depending on the hormones where they are, depending on the age, there are days that your skin will dry up. Like, for example, when you're going through menopause, some women will go through very serious dry skin and others will get very oily skin. So my skin, by God's grace, mine is in between. So I can be very oily, I can be oily or dry skin. And that applies to the body. I noticed when I'm stressed that my skin will dry up. So what I do is I have invested in as a variety of oils. So if for this week I do vitamin C, I will now, next week I'll do vitamin E. The other time, then in the morning, if I do rose hip, in the evening, I will do castor oil as I go to bed. So I'm careful about nourishing my skin the same way I nourish my inside. I nourish my skin through drinking water, probiotics. By the way, if you want a healthy skin, you cannot do without probiotics. Probiotics, we will talk about them. And if you don't know what probiotics are, please go to my social media or go to our YouTube. We will share with you what probiotics are, or join our WhatsApp groups. We have a variety of WhatsApp groups depending on where you come from and the shop that sends you to. Probiotics is inevitable when it comes to skincare. Sleep. Anytime you don't get good sleep and good rest, your skin will tell you. Your skin will have a problem. It will tell you. So, and you know, we call it the queen sleep. If you want to have a good skin, it's called what? The princess sleep or something. There's a statement about it that you need sleep to have a glowing skin. Now, there's someone who is listening to me who already is going through skin problems, that the body is already saying, I have eczema, I have psoriasis, I have vitiligo, I have all these things. Every skin condition, before you run to a dermatologist, I would advise you to first check on the gut and check on the hormones. So if I had a skin problem, I would do the first thing, an analysis, because all the skin conditions are interrelated with stress. Emotional, mental, and physical stress causes most of the skin conditions, and they flare up. Just prove to me any skin condition that does not relate to stress. But we rarely talk about even vitiligo. When you come to me and we are supposed to treat vitiligo, we also assess the state of your emotional, mental, and physical state, or even spiritual state. Psoriasis, it flares up when you're under stress. Alopecia, the same. Alopecia is where the hair doesn't grow. So it means that the skin has been affected. So the growth of the hair is not happening. So the first thing to do if you have a health condition that is skin condition is assess your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual form of sources of stresses and how you can manage them. The second thing is help clean up the gut. The first thing, drink water, drink probiotics, make Simos gel your friend, turmeric. You know, there's a whole package we have for skincare. And if you're stuck and you don't know where to begin, come to R&B. We have a variety of things that we will teach you. Come and don't be in a rush. And please don't text us and ask us, what can I use? And you're not giving us the whole time. Instead, if I were you, I would call and be patient enough to listen to every part of the explanation that I will be given. Or visit us in the physical shop and come there having set aside like 30 minutes to 1 hour to learn. Don't just buy products. By the way, don't come to our shop to just buy products. Buy after you are aware, you are well informed about the products. Sawa. So if you already have the skin problem, make sure that you clean up the gut. Then most of the skin problems we are talking about, I don't say all, but I said most of them, they usually dry up the skin. They dehydrate the skin. And so the itching and the flare-ups really mess up the skin. So the second thing to do is to hydrate externally. You can either apply the water, but it will dry up very fast. You can use rose water. You can use mild alkaline water to nourish the skin from outside. If you have eczema, psoriasis, and you have dried up and you are flaring up, you can spray rose water, and instead of itching, you pat like this. God has taught me about eczema through my own daughter, because she has walked through the journey of eczema. We have walked through that journey, and through her own pain, I have learned a lot. And this is the wisdom that I'm sharing with you, that when they flare up, I will apply black seed oil. I'll be very quick to apply black seed oil or rose hip. And when I apply after a few minutes, then again it dries up. So I don't get tired in applying. So I will apply rose water together with black seed oil. Then I've learned the art of masking my skin, her skin, the affected skin, with sea moss gel mixed with turmeric. Sea moss gel, the same way you are nourishing your skin from the inside. If you can't swallow the sea moss gel, you can mask the entire body. And it helps even with toning of the skin. So whatever you mask with, you can also mask with coconut oil mixed with turmeric, or coconut oil mixed with something else. Again, I've done quite a number of videos on my YouTube, on Medha ya Kagoni, on several other platforms, on how to, even on Roda Kidula Kedaha, on how to take care of your skin naturally. So take time, go to YouTube and watch those videos. And if you have any questions, come to the WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group. And so I am ready to answer some of the questions that are on the chat box. And if you have any question, please come to the chat box and send me the questions, because our time is almost up. Natural products to use when told you have mild bilateral hydronephrosis. Aki, these words, I am a typical Kikuyu. The words with R and L really give me, but I get. So physiotherapists, I believe I have first of all answered that the body, we need to have to first nourish the body inside, and then we nourish the body outside. But also we need to also check, go to the root cause. So my advice would be, I can send you to if you have you already gotten diagnosis, and then after that we need to reduce the inflammation in the body. We can use the anti-inflammatory tea. We can also use our indigenous tea. We can help the body reduce the inflammation, and then on top, topically, now we can apply the oils that will be able to nourish the skin. But I would need more details instead of just recommending products without knowing exactly, am I talking about a man or a woman? Remember, every time you come to us, we'll always ask, is it a man or a woman? What is the age? What is their health history? Are they on medication? Which medication are they on? So that we can understand. We call it the health history. So I would want to have more health history. Good mornings and nice to see you. Thank you so much, Eunice. Thank you. The numbers are there on the chat box. If you want to join our WhatsApp group, please take the number and text the number. The details about the farm tour are there. I also apply on my olive oil on my face, coconut oil as my roll-on. Amazing. You can actually make your deodorant. You can take coconut oil, you mix with bicarbonate of soda and a pinch of lemon juice. That's a good one. My daughter also taught me. My daughter stopped applying deodorant a long time ago. I gave her even the natural deodorant from R&B, and she told me she doesn't want to use it. So she taught me how to use rose water. I didn't know, and it has been working wonders for us. What did you use for your sister locks? Because they are a bit brown. Yes, there's a plant. When you come for farm tour, I'll show you the plant. There's a plant that gives us color, and we used to call it henna when we were growing up. It actually gives you henna. We used to paint our nails with it. That is what I use. Thank you so much, Carol, our health coach. Please help what to use for natural cleanser, natural toner. What do you use instead of shampoo and conditioner? So Safina, if you visit our R&B shop, we have all those things in their natural states. We have a natural cleanser. We have a natural vitamin C serum. We have a natural toner. We have shampoo. We have conditioner. We have all those things. So I use my own brand. Advice to a young girl who sometimes have vidonda, then she is told blood infection, so she has marks all over. So first of all, you have to clean up the gut of that beautiful girl. Remember, teenagehood comes with hormonal changes, comes with gut problems and all these things. You have to introduce a balanced gut to our teenagers. So that tells you that her gut is imbalanced. And if you are having frequent infections, it means your lymphatic system is clogged, your lymphatic system is tired, lymphatic system is really struggling. So kindly clean up the system and help the lymphatic system clean up. If you want to know how to to clean up the lymphatic system, go to the YouTube of Caro, your health coach. And by the way, when you go to my YouTube, subscribe. YouTube, Caro, your health coach. Scroll down. There's a video I've done on lymphatic cleansing, and all the things I have recommended you do them at home during shower, before shower, and after shower. Yes, our outlets, we have given the number. Caro, what can I use instead of roll-on? We have natural deodorants at R&B. What natural roll-on can we use? Okay, we have the natural deodorants. This information is extremely valuable. I wish I got it in my 20s. Caro, you are talking of the skincare package. Can you just go through it here from cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and so on? I think I have already done that. Hi, Caro, how can I regulate my hormones? What to apply on an oily face? Allow me not to respond on the regulation of hormones because the topic today was totally different. Instead, I would encourage you, Elizabeth, join our WhatsApp webinar, WhatsApp group for webinars. We usually engage, and any question you write there, even if I'll not respond immediately, I usually take time and respond to you, and we'll discuss about hormonal balancing. On oily face, we have a variety of products, and I can see my team members are on the chat box telling you the shop that is next to you, so you can call the numbers. I see Ruiru branch is the Kwanza. If you visit Ruiru branch, you will find Stella. She will give you all these details, and the phone number is right there. I bought turmeric soap, but I have a problem with the perfume. I have allergies with perfume. Kindly, what would you recommend? Kindly tell me, what kind of allergic reaction did you get? The perfume is not chemicated. If I get the details, then I'll be able to advise. And that is why when you visit R&B, we have turmeric soap, we have papaya soap, because our skins are totally different. If one does not work for you, you change the soap. We have the neem soap, we have the acne soap, we have the eczema soap, we have the turmeric soap, we have the natural cleanser, it's a whole variety. So if you don't mind Techno K15, you will tell me on the WhatsApp group what kind of reaction it got, because there are some people who get pimples, there are others who itch, and it happens. It can refuse. Something can react with your skin. So if it happened, move to the other skin, the other soap. And also when we are washing our faces, ladies, stop scrubbing your faces with your face towels. The face towel is doing more harm than good. Your hands are enough. Remember we said our hands are blessed. So as you wash with cold water, with your soap and with your cleanser, and your clean hands plain. God knows how to clean the rest of you. Your hands, and speak life as you wash your face. Speak life as you wash your body. Showering should not be boring. We take care of us, even our skin should also be served herbal teas. If there is a herbal tea that you can't drink, just put it in water and then just rinse your body with that herbal tea, or put it in a tablecloth, in a cloth, and just massage your body with it. So your skin, if there's something, if you don't take turmeric, you can apply on your skin. Or even if you take turmeric, if you visit Herbal Sauna, there's one in Kilimani by Grace, the Oasis of I usually go to that sauna. Grace is my friend. It's called what? There's a Herbal Sauna in Kilimani, Elgeyo Marakwet. And when you go there after the sauna, you bathe. You usually rinse with water with herbal tea. You just rinse with herbal tea. So that's another topic that we'll come here and talk about hydrotherapy. That's why when you come to hydrotherapy, we soak you in water that has herbs, because your skin knows how to drink the herbs on your behalf. Thank you, Stella and Jerry from R&B Ruiru Kihunguro. We are located next to the Mark Hotel, in between the Total petrol station and the Mark Hotel, and her phone number is there. You can call her. When do I apply the cleanser and the toner? I don't know what comes when what. So this is the simple process. The simple process is cleanser. Cleanser is now the soap or the cleanser, or even the soap is called the cleanser. So you clean, you cleanse, then you tone, then you apply the serum, then you apply the moisturizer, then now you apply the sunscreen if you want to add the sunscreen. Thika branch, I see Ruth Imbira is here. Ruth, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ruth, for being a blessing. And Ruth has a way of just explaining about the health products. Ruth's number is on the chat box. Take her number and she will be able to explain to you. And when you visit Thika town, I know she will tell you her journey. Her skin was not the way it looks, and she's still work in progress, and she's positively sharing that journey. Thank you so much, Ruth. Stella in Roiro is awesome. She recommended a package that helped my mom with severe acidity, one that she could barely sit up. Her reassuring tone helped me remain calm. Thank you so much, Grace and Stella. Thank you and kudos for that testimony. Jacinta from Kikuyu branch. Yes, Kikuyu town. We have a shop in Kikuyu branch. The phone number is there. You'll find Jacinta, a wonderful young lady. Grace Kiman, thank you. Carol, our generation is honored to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I say all the glory and honor be unto God. Thank you so much. You are just the best. May God bless you. Thank you so much, Pet. Emily, I am so glad I joined. A lot of learning and unlearning today. Amazing, Emily. I'm so glad. Hello. I usually clean my face with Cassil, but it's a bit itching once I leave it for some minutes. So if you notice, if you have been following me, I rarely talk about I don't know how to pronounce it. Cassil. I rarely talk about products that I'm not very aware of. So that is one of the reasons why I don't talk. I'm yet to do the research, so I might not be able to be the person to tell you exactly what is happening to your skin, because the product you're talking about, I have not been able to remember. Mine is a calling, and even sometimes it's divine assignment that I have to research on something. So until I'm told to research on something, I'm not able to. So what I share is because I have been given a divine assignment. Hello, I usually clean my face. What do you recommend for clearing black spots after pimples heal? Again, we have black spot. Women who are struggling with dark spots, we call them black spots or dark spots. And we have the vitamin C. Vitamin C is known to help in brightening, but then you have to be careful which vitamin C you are using. So if you visit RNB, you will get a variety of visit, or go to our website, www.rnb.co.ke. Thank you, Carol, for loving us with so much love. God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much, darling Hilda. I really appreciate. I see our Kiambu branch is also here. Our R&B Kiambu town, we have a shop, and the phone number is there. You will find Milka, and I'm sure she will also share with you her story with the skin. Indeed, you are blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, physiotherapist Samsung. Thank you, Dr. With you, we will never stop learning. You're a gift from God. Stop it. Thank you. I really appreciate, and to God be all the glory. Nikiosha also in the morning with turmeric soap, na sneeze the whole day, but in the evening I'm okay. Okay. So then the reaction is not on the skin, it's on the respiratory system. Okay. It's a respiratory system that you need to enhance. How do you do that? You encourage. You remember what we were doing during COVID? We were steaming using eucalyptus. We were using all these things, but we stopped after COVID. So if you're the kind of a person who is struggling with sinuses, I don't know again how to pronounce, but the infection that comes to the sinuses, sinusitis, anything that you hear the doctor adding the sinuses, just know it's a form of infection. But you get what I'm talking about. Remember, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just a layman person who was called by God to come and try and simplify this message. So if you're the person who struggles with asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, respiratory system. I know we were not here to talk about respiration, but allow me to just say that the best way and the best remedy is to boost your immune system internally by taking the nutraceuticals that will boost your immune system, but also go back and make sure that you intentionally steam at least twice a week. Steam with different nutraceuticals like eucalyptus. We have eucalyptus crystals. We have an amazing decongestant. We have a bedding spray at R&B. Like, we've sorted you guys. Like, Mrs. Struggle, we are a one-stop shop. We've sorted you. You're not sleeping well. We have chamomile tea for you. We have the bedding spray for you. You just need to be self-aware, self-conscious, make time for yourself, love you enough to set aside time to invest in you. It feels so sad when I see people investing in shares, in bonds, in treasuries, building big houses, but they don't invest in their health. And yet, your wealth is health. Even if you have everything in this world except good health, you will struggle, you will cry, you will make us cry, you will make us stop our lives so that we can come and contribute for you and take you to hospital. And before I leave, because my time is up, healing does not come from hospitals. Healing does not come in capsules. Healing does not come in tablets. Healing does not come in bottles. Healing is within you. Let me say that again. Healing is not in a hospital. Hospitals were created for emergencies. Hospitals were created to help you bridge a certain gap. And as Dr. Joanne teaches us, and Dr. Joanne is one of the doctors that I am very proud of. She's a part of R&B. She's a part of IFNHP, a medical doctor who also chose to do functional medicine, and one of the pioneers of IFNHP program. She came to our class. I was like, Daktari, yani you humbled yourself after you have studied medicine for all those years, you have practiced for all those years. You came and sat under my feet for me to teach you. So she's among the doctors, among the people in the convention. She and other several who are still keeping it low profile. I love them because you have gone to school to study conventional medicine, but you still want to learn more, to come and learn. So hospitals and medicine were not created to be used. So Dr. Joanne teaches us that medicine and hospitals are like when you are driving. Most of you here are drivers. You have a car, and then your car gets a puncture or gets a problem, and it is on a hill. You usually take a stone and put that stone next to the tire to help the car to stop going back, or so that you can make the car. You call your mechanic or you do your magic, and when the car starts moving, you don't remember to carry the stone. Some of you got sick. You went to hospital. It was supposed to help you jumpstart your life. After you were given medication, you went back to the same lifestyle, the old lifestyle. And then you keep taking the medication. You were meant to drop the medication and get better, go back to a lifestyle. If you have a lifestyle disease and your saving grace is the medication, it is very sad. You are still carrying your stone. Your car was supposed to move. The doctor helped you move the car, but you're still carrying your stone. Instead, you were supposed to go back and reverse the lifestyle that costs you to have a disease. So that's a topic for another day. Let me read the last 5 and then we go. Thank you, Ruth. There is our beautiful Carol. Milka in Malindi does a really great job. I appreciate you and be blessed. Thank you so much, Ruth. Yes, we have a shop in Bamburi, Mombasa, and that is a testimony of someone who has been served. Thank you, Ruth. What can one with extremely dry and sensitive scalp use? Jane Gishohi, I recommend that you come to our R&B. We will sort you out. We'll sort you out with our shampoo, with our conditioner, and we'll give you the Batana oil, we'll give you the hair care. We have the hair care package, and we'll sort you out. If it doesn't work, come back, I'll give you back the money. Thanks for educating me that if React taking some of the herbs, I can apply them on my skin. We'll try and amazing. I'm glad you can do that. What can one use for hair loss? Seriously, one for that matter. So Ankinothia, if it is not alopecia, you need to first go back and see why the hair loss. Is it because of hormones? Is it estrogen? Is it progesterone? Is it testosterone that is high? Is it hormonal change? Is it that you gave birth and after delivery the hair was lost? Is it that you had applied chemicals? Let's get to the root cause, and then now we can sort you out. My time is up, my people. I love teaching. I love educating. I love learning and relearning. But my time is up. You can tell like how passionate I am about these things. And I would want to do this again and again and again and again. And that's why we open up the webinars, and that's why we have a WhatsApp group so that we can share with you. So please join our WhatsApp groups, not just the one for webinars, but we have WhatsApp groups for different branches. If you are shop at Thika branch, if you shop at Kiambu branch, so that we can update you on our products. Our desire is to be a one-stop shop. Remember, we even offer you gluten-free flours. We offer you a whole meal, whole ugali flours. We offer you uji flour. We offer you probiotics. We offer you healthy cooking oils. Like, we are one-stop shop for you. So thank you. Because of you, that is why we come back again and again. I plead with you. Let's meet on farm tour. On the farm tour day, you will learn even more, and then you will learn from my professor, the one who has more wisdom than me, my mother. We pray for her, and we pray for our mothers who have that wisdom so that they can share with us. I hope to see you during the farm tour, and I hope to see you during the next webinar, which will be hosted still today in the afternoon, as we will be learning about from fatigue. If you're the person who carries fatigue, you're always tired, Andrew Kamanu is coming to join us, and we will be talking from fatigue to freedom. So please join us, and then I'll be seeing you every webinar that we have. Thank you so much for the emojis, for the love that you're sharing with me. I appreciate you. I honor you. I love you. Oh, I feel so loved. Pet, thank you. So you can throw those flowers. You can throw those flowers as Grace is coming in to wind up our meeting. But thank you and feel appreciated. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for all the love. Yeah, send those flowers. I love them. Over to you, Grace.
Thank you, Carol. That was so informing. I hope you have enjoyed the class, the webinar, and let's gear for the next webinar that's coming in the next 1 hour. It's starting at 1 p.m. I'll be sending the link soon in the webinar WhatsApp group. And let's go grab a healthy lunch, a healthy snack, so that you meet there. So bye-bye for now. See you in the next 1 hour. Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.